Open world games have been a predominant genre in gaming over the last decade, and with the release of the PlayStation 5 and Series X, the trend will continue in ways we could have never dreamed of. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to take a look at some of the most anticipated open world games that will inevitably redefine what it means to play and immerse in an open world. When I think back to the inception of open world games, the one franchise that comes to mind is easily The Elder Scrolls. These games have been a staple of the genre for years, from fan favorites Morrowind, Oblivion, Skyrim, and with their newest installment, The Elder Scrolls 6. Bethesda Softworks plans to bring us back into the world of Tamriel in what could be their most ambitious and critical projects in the studio's existence. With the blunder of Fallout 4 and 76, Bethesda Softworks desperately needs a win, but their past mistakes can easily be forgiven if they do this next one right. The Elder Scrolls 6 is rumored to take place in Valenwood, which is the southwest province of Tamriel. Home to the Bosmer Wood Elves, Valenwood is a region primarily dominated by uninhabited forests, with coastlines that feature mangrove swamps and rainforests. The release date is currently unknown, but we hope to get more information regarding that during the Summer Games Fest or the PlayStation and Xbox reveal. Watch Dogs Legion is an upcoming open-world action-adventure game that is the sequel to the Hacker's Paradise that swept the gaming industry with its unique features that allows the player to essentially hack into every aspect of the game's world. The sequel to Watch Dogs 2, Legion takes place in a London that has been overtaken by an authoritarian regime that is using CTOS to control people. In Legion, you recruit allies to join the hacker group DedSec, whose goal is to liberate the city from organized crime, the Futurists, private military, and the Sirs. The thing that sets this game apart from its predecessors is it doesn't feature a main character. Each character you play can and likely will die permanently, forcing you to play as another character. Watch Dogs Legion was set to release in 2020, but it's looking like we're not going to get it until 2021. One of the most anticipated games for the next generation consoles is easily Halo Infinite. Now at this time, it's not confirmed whether or not Halo Infinite will be open world, but from the teaser trailers and the speculation online, it's looking like the next Halo installment will be a massive open world game. Halo Infinite continues the story of Master Chief and is said to be a much more human experience. It's also rumored that Halo will feature a Battle Royale mode. The game is being developed by Xbox Game Studios, 343 Industry, Skybox Labs, using the new Slipspace engine. Halo Infinite will be fully revealed during the Xbox Digital event in July and is set to release alongside the Xbox Series X in holiday 2020. What do you get when you mix a massive open world, a zombie apocalypse, and hardcore parkour? Yeah, that's right, you get Dying Light 2. Developed by Techland, this upcoming survival horror RPG has fans excited to get back in the world of Dying Light. It's been 15 years since humanity was lost to the virus. The game is set in a place called The City, an urban open world that is 4 times the size of the original. You play as Aiden Caldwell, an infected survivor whose decisions can change the fate of the world. Making certain decisions will open up areas in the map with the result of destroying other parts. Dying Light was originally slated to release in 2020, but was delayed with no future release date given. This upcoming PlayStation exclusive is an open-world action-adventure stealth game developed by Sucker Punch Productions that is set on Tsushima Island in the late 13th century. It features a vast open world without any waypoints, so that means the only way of traveling quicker is with horseback. You play as Jin Sakai, who is a noble samurai from Tsushima and one of the last samurai that can stand against the Mongol invasion of Japan. He must learn the way of the ghost, an unconventional fighting style to defeat the Mongols. Ghost of Tsushima is set to release on July 17th, 2020. Everwild is a brand new open world game revealed at XO19 and is the newest game by Rare. According to the creative director, it features unique and unforgettable experiences in a natural and magical world. Now, there is little to no details about Everwild available, but we could speculate that this will be some sort of open world action adventure game. In the trailer, you can see one of the protagonists doing what looks to be foraging in a bush, which kind of leads me to believe that this will be some sort of co-op survival experience with RPG elements. The visuals have the same style as Sea of Thieves, and the environment and overall aesthetics look similar to Breath of the Wild. I imagine we will see more of Everwild at the Xbox Digital event. The release date is unknown as it's still in early development. The latest installment in the Assassin's Creed franchise that looks absolutely nothing like an Assassin's Creed game, and I'm completely fine with it, Valhalla takes place in 9th century Norway and England amidst the Great War between the Danes and the Saxons. You play as Eivor, a Viking leader on his journey to find a new home. England is fractured. King Alfred is trying to stop the invasion of the Vikings from taking over his kingdom. Sail across the sea to discover and conquer the broken kingdoms of England. Immerse yourself in activities like hunting, fishing, dice, and of course, drinking games. Skull. Assassin's Creed Valhalla is releasing holiday 2020, and I cannot wait. Gods and Monsters is a game being developed by Ubisoft Quebec, the team that developed the critically acclaimed Assassin's Creed Odyssey. This open world is set on the Isles of the Blessed. The gods of Olympus have given you special powers to fight and explore on the ground and in the air and defeat mythological creatures and face off against Typhon, the deadliest monster in Greek mythology. This game tells the story of a forgotten hero on a quest to save Greek gods. This game was inspired by Breath of the Wild. You can tell with the graphics and the aesthetics of the design. And I, for one, cannot wait to jump in this brand new open world. Gods and Monsters is slated to release holiday 2020.
Wake the fuck up, samurai. We have a city to burn.
The upcoming game by CD Projekt Red, Cyberpunk 2077, is a massive open-world action-adventure game that is set in a place called Night City, a megalopolis obsessed with power, glamour, and body modification. You play as V, a mercenary who is on the hunt for an implant that is the key to immortality. Cyberpunk 2077 is a vast open-world RPG first-person shooter where you can do anything your heart desires. You can do everything from customizing your character's cyberware, playstyle, or skill sets. Cyberpunk is a game about choice, and the decisions you make will affect the rest of your time in Night City. This game is easily one of my most anticipated games on this list, and I cannot wait for it to be released on September 17th, 2020. One of the most popular franchises in all of gaming will inevitably be getting a new installment. A city where anything goes and crime runs rampant, Grand Theft Auto has been a staple in the gaming industry for years and is one of the biggest open world games to ever release. Grand Theft Auto 6 is an upcoming open world action adventure game that is currently being developed by Rockstar Games. Now, as with every GTA game, we don't have any official information about GTA 6, but what we do know is that it is being developed and will be released on the next generation console hardware, the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X. The map location of GTA 6 is unknown, but I'd like to see it take place in the Midwest like Chicago or Detroit. There has been some rumors that it might take place in London as well, but it's pretty pointless to speculate and we'll have to wait for an official announcement from Rockstar. I hope we get a teaser during this year's reveals, but I'm not holding my breath. Speaking of breath, this next one is the sequel to one of the greatest games ever made, Breath of the Wild. The sequel to Breath of the Wild was announced at E3 2019, and it will be taking place in the vast open world of Hyrule. The current speculation is that Hyrule has been restored and is no longer in ruin from the Great Calamity. Breath of the Wild 2 is said to have a darker tone similar to Majora's Mask, and it will feature dungeons instead of divine beasts and shrines. The release date is currently unknown as it's still in development, but Nintendo has previously said that they will be releasing a Zelda game every year, so my hope is that we will see a release sometime in 2021. And that pretty much wraps it up for my most anticipated open world games of 2020, 2021, and beyond. If you're excited for any of the games on this video, be sure to leave a like and comment below. Thank you all for watching this video, and if you did enjoy it and want to see more like this, be sure to leave a subscription. And until next time, this has been Wes, and I will see you on the next one.